Buckle up, here's your quick dive into today's hottest US news. From Wall Street to global diplomatic moves, we've got it all covered. First up, Wall Street opened mixed today. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq are slightly up, thanks to gains in tech stocks. Investors are optimistic about the future of technology companies, especially after Tesla shares jumped following the announcement of new AI integrations. Meanwhile, banking stocks dipped and the Dow Jones stayed flat. This mixed performance reflects the ongoing uncertainty in the market. Globally, US market movements are swaying investor sentiment in India and China, especially with Fed signals and the strong US dollar in focus. The Federal Reserve's policies are closely watched by international markets. On the international stage, the US and China held high-level economic talks, aiming to cool trade tensions. These discussions are crucial as they address key issues like tariffs and tech bans, which remain unresolved. The outcome of these talks could significantly impact global trade dynamics. In defense news, India and the US are strengthening ties with new joint exercises in the Indo-Pacific. This move is seen as a strategic effort to counterbalance China's influence in the region. At the UN, the US reiterated its commitment to pressuring Russia and urged tighter cooperation with allies like Japan and South Korea on global security. This highlights the U.S. ongoing efforts to build a united front against common threats. In tech, the US is tightening its grip on Chinese-linked apps and data security risks, implementing stricter regulations to protect national security, while boosting support for domestic AI and semiconductor production. This is part of a broader strategy to maintain technological leadership. OpenAI and Google are ramping up AI integration, and Apple has a surprise AI event later this month. The tech giant is expected to unveil groundbreaking innovations. Meanwhile, India's tech scene is catching the eye of US investors, especially in AI and fintech. This growing interest could lead to increased collaboration and investment opportunities. On the economic front, US retail sales fell short of expectations, sparking concerns about consumer confidence. Analysts are closely monitoring these trends to gauge the health of the economy. The Federal Reserve is cautious on rate cuts as inflation remains stubborn. This cautious stance reflects the complexity of balancing economic growth and inflation control. Global markets, including China and India, are watching the Fed closely. Any changes in US monetary policy could have ripple effects worldwide. US jobless claims rose slightly, stirring debate over labor market resilience. Economists are divided on whether this indicates a temporary blip or a more significant trend. That's your US update in 90 seconds. For more daily insights, subscribe and stay tuned. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our daily updates.